All right, you guys, what's up? It's your girl Maisha, aka the Goddess Flame, aka the Trending Psychic. Yes, it's me. All right, what's up? I hope you guys are doing amazing. I hope you guys are doing amazing. All right, all right. So, real quick, you guys, I told you I would tap into the energy of Sako and Dalton's love energy reading tonight. You guys, we are talking about this relationship. It has literally blown up social media right now. This public relationship. And so I'm going to tap into the energy and see if I could pick up on what is happening in this love connection. Okay. Again, this is literally going to be a message that I am strictly pulling on the energy of Dako and Salto. Now, Dalton and Sako. Now, you could be resonating with the energy, right? You could have a situation. You could be a public relationship, or you could have a marriage that is public. Okay, so use your discernment in this energy reading. It is for entertainment purposes. I may say something that resonates with you in your personal situation. However, this is an entertainment reading, and we are channeling or reading the energy of Dalton and Sako. Okay. Now, I did do a pre reading this morning, you guys, and the energy was extremely positive when it came to this couple. And with the latest update, okay, I'm picking up that it is a strong potential that Sako and Dalton is playing us, which I like the way they play personally. I don't hold no, distaste or distrust towards the couple. Okay, I think it's amazing if they can get, a lot of wealth out of this thing, which it seems like they good to be going. It's good to be going. But listen, I want to channel you guys, the public, those of you that have public relationships like Dalton and Sako, or you will have public relations. Because remember, you guys, I have been telling you that you guys were going to be what? Power couples, that you were going to be in the limelight. So remember, if you're somebody that's new to my reading and you haven't heard me talk before, this is not a new conversation. I've been talking about couples that would eventually make it into the marketplace. I've been talking about you, collective, who will make it in the marketplace. And I think that Dalton and Sako is doing amazing at showing you how your life can play out in front of the public when you are a public figure. All right. So listen, you guys, I am using the Kipper deck to channel the energy tonight. We have been sold out of the Kipper deck for quite some time. So if you have been wanting to add a Kipper deck to your collection, it is now available, all right, in my shop. Of course, I'm over here on 2 different platforms. All right. So yeah, we're going to use this because I want to see in this energy, I want to see who the culprits are in this relationship, in this connection, right? I want to see who's the people that got them to where they are in their connection right now. Okay, because I'm feeling like this couple has a lot going on. So let's meddle in their relationship, you guys. All right, Holy Spirit, Holy Angels, please give me clear, concise messages that may help this couple or others that are tapped into their relationship. Block out any negative energy, any low vibrational energy, anything that is not of the light. Archangel Michael, please protect my energy, the energy of my loved ones and those that are viewing the message regarding whatever comes out. Again, this is an entertainment only reading. Okay. Look, I said, let me see who the culprit is. Because listen, y'all ain't going to believe me, but y'all know I'm pretty good at channeling. Spirit is going to let me see what's going on, right? Let's say you got a woman, right? This woman is a unicorn. She's a free spirit. You got Dalton, her husband. Somebody is going to want to interrupt that. There's no relationship where a man and a woman is thriving financially, plus are public figures, where they won't try to attract on the back end, to get y'all dispersed, division, right? Because they say divide is to conquer, right? That's what I'm picking up, because I seen wealthy man house and I seen a gift. I feel like there's somebody who attempted to come into this relationship and to alter it. Okay. That's what I do believe. Look, a false person playing like they're official. I believe that this relationship was projected on and somebody attempted to intercept this couple's blessings. And now they plan into the whole thing, not to weaken them, but only strengthen them. This is a very strategic thing that this couple is doing online. And I feel like if you resonate with this couple at all, like maybe you're a couple, you're thinking about going public, you're thinking about building an online social media platform, you guys are thinking about, becoming content creators or opening a business or promoting a service or a product that could potentially get popular, I feel like it's going to work. But I feel like Dalton and Sako's situation is going to be a perfect opportunity for you guys to learn the business of the being content creators or being influencers out in the public. I really do believe that. Okay, I do believe this reading here is using the Sako and Dalton energy, but it's also an example for those of you that may be going on to the forefront as couples, okay? Yeah. Look, unexpected income despair. Look, the privileged lady. They approached her with some unexpected income. Okay. Dalton's wife a proposition was made. And again, I don't think I honestly, this is my opinion. This is entertainment purposes. It's all allegedly. But I definitely think that Sako and Dalton is literally making a mockery of people who made a bet against them, made a bet against their relationship, made a bet against her. Somebody's already trying to demonize him, trying to demonize her. They're saying she's cheating, he cheated. But I think they both cheating us, the system. Yeah, they hold each other in high honor, and this concerns somebody. Because I believe somebody wasn't anticipating them doing the numbers that they're doing on social media. And I feel like if you, again, are somebody that is about to go public, if you are somebody that gets public recognition, or you will be soon, I'm thinking people was betting against you. Okay? I'm betting that people is betting against you. Somebody on YouTube said, if nobody's watching, keep going, baby. I've been live streaming for a year. I get 200 and 300 viewers. I don't go often enough for my numbers to talk. Okay. I did 4.1 million in 1 year. 4.1 million views in 1 year. Okay. Trust me, these numbers do not do anything to my confidence, but I appreciate you acknowledging that. Okay. But I really have statistics and data. YouTube need to catch up. Okay. If YouTube want me to start going live, actively catch up. Y'all needed to show some love over here, because this is the app this fucked around. Y'all, it's the people. It's the people. Okay. If my numbers ain't good over here, it's because y'all ain't doing shit but siphoning my energy. I'm just entertaining y'all. But my people over here, we strong. 4.1 million views strong. All right. Like I said, if you guys, the majority of YouTube viewers, y'all some bitter bitches and bitter bums. I'm just gonna let y'all know the honest to God truth. My numbers reflect that. Majority of y'all bitter bitches, bitter bums. Y'all probably reporting my channel, shadow banning my channel, TikTok, YouTube probably got workers fucking around with my numbers. Just a mess. Just clowns. Okay. Anyway, thank God. All right, that my numbers is bringing in the support I need, because this thing is about to blow. Okay, this thing is about to blow, and I feel sorry for the people that didn't get on it and the people that tried to block it. All right, what's up, Miss Kathy? What's up, you guys over here? Y'all listen. Somebody is about to be influencers. People betted against y'all just like they betted against Sako and Dalton. Somebody's betting against this couple right here. And they getting ready to show a lot of motherfuckers, okay, what they made out of. Okay. I just feel it. I don't feel a South African woman is going to fold on her husband, on her family, on her legacy, on her generational wealth opportunity to build, honey. I just don't feel it's in Sako. I think they're going to ride this train of people trying to jump on the bandwagon with their defeat, and they're going to use it to monetize. I think they are a great example of what it's like to use people's disrespect, people's gossip, people's defamation of character, a way to use it to monetize. You make $100,000 in 3 months off of people counting you the fuck out. You make $100,000 in 3 months based off people that count you out. You understand what I'm saying? There's a message here, somebody. Okay. I definitely believe they made her a proposition and she refused it. And they said, we don't need your money. We can make our own. And then they initiated this plan and they rolling in the dough. Let me see what's here. Show me here what's here with these couples that's resonating with the Dalton. Look, lovers, unexpected income. I'm telling you, somebody tried to offer this couple finances. And this is what's going to happen to plenty of people. The strength of your relationship, man or woman, is going to be determined by what you're able to reject, by what you are able to reject as a couple. Somebody turned down a little coin and they focused on their great fortune. I'm telling you, you can't tell me this little bitch right here, this one right here, she's smart than a motherfucker. This little bitch right here, excuse my French, Sako is smart as hell, because I'm telling you right now, she turned down that coin, whoever tried to make them an offer like that, and she said, we're not giving up our great fortune for no motherfucking coin. And to me, that is a sign of a very strong relationship. And they playing into this thing because somebody offered them pennies and they know they can do better and they are stronger together. I cannot make this shit up. They rejected it. Toy on label in reverse. Some type of thing that would have got them in some legal trouble or something like that here. I'm telling you, this is a smart woman. Dalton has a smart wife. Because Dalton's listening to her. Okay? Dalton's listening to her. Okay? This is what's going to keep them out of spiritual court and physical court. Because I definitely believe a wealthy man tried to change the dynamic here for this couple here. Okay? Yeah. It's like they tried to play the wife against the husband. And that's what somebody here is doing to somebody's wife. But whoever you are, your wife is going to pass this test. Whoever you are, your husband, and y'all going to pass this test. This relationship is going to make it. Okay? Your relationship is going to make it. Somebody, you guys see the bigger picture. Okay? You're not a bitter bitch and a bitter bum. You're not going to sell your legacy out for a coin, for crumbs, for pennies on the dollar. Okay, especially when you know that your woman is a great fortune, abundance here, great fortune. That's what I'm getting here. Somebody here, it's a few of you lovers, it's a few of you bitter bitches and bitter bums out here. You done sold your lover out or your relationship out for a motherfucking coin. Okay, somebody made you some type of deal, some type of offer, and you sold your lover out for a motherfucking coin. We ain't dealing with that here. Not in this relationship. This is not a couple that you can bring them some type of shiny ball syndrome and they buy into it. This is not a woman that's going to take a coin and forfeit her generational wealth. Okay, that's what I'm getting here. Okay, yeah, come through, lovers. I'm telling you. Lovers to the thief to the child. You know they just had a child. What is the thief coming? Trying to make some interception, getting them to exchange their generational wealth for a coin. So what am I saying here? I'm saying this is going to be a lesson for anybody that is coming to a marriage, for anybody that is coming into influence, for anybody that will have public recognition or get a lot of attention. Watch out for people that is going to attempt to intercept you and your partner's, okay, outcome to get you to sell out your partner for coins and forfeit your destiny. That's what I'm getting here. That's what I'm getting here. Somebody is tripping that Sako didn't bite. Somebody is, that's why they friends is in on it, y'all. I'm telling y'all, somebody, Sako did not bite on selling out her husband for some motherfucking coins. She said, baby, we could make $100,000 in 3 weeks. Bitch, in 3 weeks, okay, in 3 months. No, he said 3 days. 3 days or 3 weeks, they made $100,000. So you take that, it's 26 weeks, it's 52 weeks in a year. They made 100,000. Let's say they made 100,000 in a week. You telling me these people are scaled to make $500,000 this year or $500,000? What has it been coming out in this reading? You supposed to be the one to profit off of your pain. You supposed to be the one to profit off your pain. If they are having marital problems, bitch, I'd rather have marital problems securing hundreds of $1,000s by telling my own story than to sit back and let people make money by telling the story they wish I could fit in. Because on the flip side, you guys, I'm going to be reporting, I believe tomorrow or Wednesday, I'm going to be reporting about Divine Yada and Yada Awakening, the polyamorous sister wife couple. The man, remember, I had high hopes for Yada. Him and his wife is going through it right now. DV, she posted herself with a black eye. Okay? Trigger warning today. And this is a couple here that is wealthy. I'm talking about lots of money. Remember, he's the one, Yada is the one that said he pays his wife $250,000 a year every time she has a baby. Remember that? Remember that? She's got the 5 kids, and he's the one talking about, yeah, blacked her eye. And I knew when she came out a couple of weeks ago that she was hurting. I could see it in her eyes. I knew that something was going on with him because he hadn't had a haircut. Plus, he was over in Africa with his other wife. And I said, yeah, they're going through something. And I'm thinking that it's because he wanted to add another wife to the dynamic. So I'll be reading on the Divine Yada and Yada Awakening this week because we've been talking about poly couples. Remember that? If you go back and look, we had a conversation. We had that was actually one of my first podcast talks was polyamorous relationships and can poly marriages work. So I'll be reporting on the Yada marriage this week, poly marriage, because obviously that needs to be addressed. What needs to be addressed here is this: people in poly marriages, if the wife does not agree with the husband bringing on a new wife, what happens? Because I think that's what happened with Divine Yada and Yada Queen. I think she had a problem with the woman he was bringing on. From what I'm hearing, it was a Cuban woman or a woman of a different descent, Latino descent. He already has an African wife, then he has an American wife, and he was adding to the Latino. So, and I don't think Divine Yada, Queen Yada, was okay with that for whatever reasons. So I'll be reporting on that this week. But right now, we are definitely talking about the Sako and Dalton case here. And that is what's trending, you guys. Not only is Dalton and Sako's story trending, but it's also trending for a lot of other couples and content creators. What we have is multiple spin-offs that is occurring behind this couple. I think it's very genius, like I said, what Saka and Dalton is doing, because they're, for one, taking an opportunity to profit off of their own pain, and two, they are including other content creators and allowing them to profit off of it as well. It's a fucking genius idea. But I just was not getting that Sako is going to be one of those weak bitches and just allow her marriage to fall by the wayside. Let me see if I can get anything else on this connection, this relationship, or your relationship for that matter. You laugh and chose it. You laugh and don't laugh. All right. But if you are somebody here that would like to book a personal live in regards to your relationship, please know that I am online, and how to do that is down in the description bar as well as in my profile section. You guys can book a personal. Let me see what else I have. Holy Spirit, what's your message here regarding marriages? Okay. I'm telling you, y'all don't even believe, I don't even understand what the fuck I'm saying in this reading. I really do think people got a concern about marriages. I really do think that right now society has played into the narrative that marriages weren't profitable, that they were sad, that they were depressing. And I think that right now what we see is that Dalton and Sacco and people like Dalton and Sacco have exciting marriages actually. And they actually engage people, and they make people appreciate unions and vows and unity and family again. And I think that's causing a problem. And people want to stop their money. I do. I do. I don't think, look, because they can't entrap and they can't trap these connections and these relationships. I honestly do believe that people are trying to stunt the marriages, or the message of what marriages are about. I do. I think that behind the scenes, the opposition that Sacco and Dalton could be facing is people that don't want these individuals together, because to see marriage in the highlight that we do, us having an appreciation for this couple, is bothering these people, because then that means that marriages are attractive. And society doesn't want marriages to look attractive. They want most marriages to look distressed, to look stressed, to look depressed. And I think that what we have here is we have an energy who could potentially be concerned that these marriages will eventually result in not only a great fortune of money, but abundant of people wanting this for themselves. That's what I think here, you guys. So this could be what's going on in your relationship. If you have static, if you're having problems, if you're having issues right now, you could actually be surrounded by people who actually don't want to see your marriage and or your connection work. They could be afraid that the wealth that you build and generate for generational wealth will become attractive, more attractive than what society says is safe and the best way to go about obtaining wealth, which is to be a slut, which is to be a thought pocket, right? Right? Can we keep it real? That has been what has been attached and attractive to society, right? Whorism, whoredom, debauchery, immorality, all of those things are associated with wealth and abundance. Very few people, very few, it's not popular to associate abundance and wealth with marriage, vows, covenants, respect, honor, dignity, right? To be respectful. And I honestly think there's a lot of people, including majority of you bitter bitches and bitter bums, who don't want to see that happen for people like Sacco and like Dalton. And so if you are not someone that is behind the scenes actively and intentionally trying to tear down marriages like this, you are a bitter bitch and a bitter bum who externally, through social media's algorithm, project negativity on these type of energies, respectfully. So what is Maisha saying? I'm saying, for those of you that want to get married, for those of you that want to have an honorable marriage that builds generational wealth, you got to know and understand that there will be people that come in that try to get you to divide with your spouse, divide to conquer. You got to know that there are people who don't want your marriage to look abundant. They want it to look stressful. They want it to look like it's a struggle. They want it to look like that it's something that nobody would want. But I don't know about you. When I look at Sacco, when I look at Dalton, they make me extremely happy, and they make me feel like I have some hope in marriages with their country bumpkin asses, respectfully. Who the fuck goes around and tents a pond, tents a lake, and drives? I'm talking about, that's fun. This is obviously a guy who appreciates his inner child. This motherfucker is swinging across the lake. And then you have a woman who allows you to live in your inner childhood. Come on. Come on. Come on. And she's fine. Okay. So, yeah, that's what I'm getting here. I'm getting at you people with these good marriages and these fine ass wives and these able bodied husbands and these beautiful ass kids. People don't want you to be seen on public TV, child, but I love the way that Sacco and Dalton has people multiplying the messages by the conglomerate. You got them literally spreading the message so far about this marriage that everybody is talking about it. And if you want to learn anything about creating generational wealth, I think you can use this couple as an example, bitch. First things first, never allow anyone to profit off of your pain. That's going to be the first message. If they do get a divorce, they done made enough money to pay for the divorce and pay for the alimony and the goddamn on kids fucking college education, IRAs and shit like that. You understand? Let me see what else we got here. Spirit wants you guys to know here in regards of this energy, in the midst of this energy. Okay, so I heard something's DEAD. Something's DEAD. Something's over. Look, divorce. I'm telling you. Coffin to the court. These people are not getting divorced, or something is not over, or the court matter. If he's saying he filed a divorce, he's going to recant that, or something's not over. Something's not over for you either, collective, in a court case, in a court matter, with a court situation, because y'all being held in high honor here, high honor to the great fortune here. Something in a court matter. This could be a divorce. This could be a legal situation. It's over. It's over now. Something's over in a courtroom. There's no need for you to worry. All right. I think I'm going to leave it at that. That's short and sweet. Listen, Sacco and Dalton don't have nothing to worry about. Whoever you are, if you're resonating with a connection, a unity, a marriage, a relationship, where you guys are in the public eye, there's nothing to be concerned about. That's what I feel. No. I'm getting that if this relationship is in trouble, or if your relationship is in trouble, it's because it's spiritual court. You guys are going through spiritual court. You guys could be going through an elevation, an ascension, a dark night of the soul, a transformation, a change, a metamorphosis here. But something is definitely no need to concern here. For your relationship, for theirs, take it as it resonates. Even though we're channeling this energy, if you feel close and connected to this energy, you can take it as your own. Okay, again, just use discernment. But there's no need to be concerned here. Yeah, there's a community here that's going to be entrapped in spiritual prison. If you've got a community here that's projecting on y'all's house here, that's what I'm getting. Okay, Sacco, Dalton, these people projecting negatively on your energy should be concerned. Okay, they could be concerned. There could be some people that's even going to go to prison behind this, or going to go to spiritual court behind this. But again, if you're resonating with this, I feel like there's a community of individuals that could have overstepped their boundaries in your relationship and your connection, and they're going to be seeing some very tight situations happening in their life. So what this is for you bitter bitches and bitter bums that like to watch me, I would be very careful how you deal with married couples and those in relationship in this season. Community imprisonment. If you don't want to end up in spiritual court, if you don't want to end up in court, and if you don't want to end up in jail, I'd be really careful how you handle marriages. People that's married, people that's destined to get married, people that's purposed to get. I will be real careful. I will be real careful the type of energy y'all project at these couples, these married couples. Look, I cannot make this shit up. I think y'all are going to be, there's going to be some bitter bitches and bitter bums that are going to be forced to put some respect on some lovers energy in their name. That's what I really believe. I believe if you have a love connection or you're coming into a love connection, there's going to be a community that's going to be forced to respect. I'm telling you, to respect this power couple here. So I think this is a twofold lesson for people here. Okay, this wife is a privilege, and she's a gift. And I think God is getting ready to really make this very loud and very clear. There's going to be heavy lines of demarcation between a wife, a covenant wife, a vow owned wife. Revelations 19:7, the bride has made herself ready type wife. I think God is about to definitely assume the identity for these wives here, i.e., Sako. Sako will be used as an example, as will you, that you are a gift and you are privileged because the bride has made herself ready and you are a bride. And I think I'm telling you, I really feel like the Most High God is about to make us start honoring these women who are in these sanctified marriages, in these covenants. The reason being is because y'all put a lot of honor on foolishness. Y'all put a lot of honor on bullshit. There are some things that y'all respect that spirit don't respect. There are some rules that y'all think that y'all can break that you ain't got no business breaking. I don't have a problem with married women. I think they should be honored. I think any woman that goes in front of God and takes a vow and honors them and is willing to open her mouth and say, until death do us part, should be honored. Making that kind of vow in front of God, it should be, it's worthy to be honored, respectfully. And I don't see a problem with honoring any woman who takes that position. I'm not threatened by it. I don't envy it. I'm not jealous of it. I think it's worthy to be honored. Why would any woman want to become a wife and not be honored? Right? Why would any woman want to become a wife and not be honored? And why, as we as women, don't feel like we should be able to honor the wife? She ain't our wife. She, you know what I'm saying? We could give her respect. Hey, girl, I'm glad you made that vow. That is honorable. It ain't gonna hurt us. And that's what I'm seeing here. All right, so I'm gonna go ahead and end it as that, y'all. I'm gonna leave it at that. I hope I said something that resonates with you guys. Shout out to all the wives and the future wives. Okay. I think there was a heavy message here. If you missed it, listen to the replay. You can request the replay by clicking the beacons link, going to live stream and request the live stream. All right. And I'll make sure that you get a copy of this one way or another. There's definitely a message here about honoring wives, about not letting people profit from your pain, and about not projecting on these couples. Have a beautiful night, Miss Patricia. Thank you for stopping by. I appreciate you. I love you guys. Have a great night. Bye-bye. Bye, Coach Unique. Bye,